So after a long and quite painful process, took me about half an hour or so, I managed to attach the throttle cable back onto the clevis pin there. The technique I used actually was to push the release all the tension on the throttle cable itself, so it's as long as possible inside the cabin, and then I put this weight on the accelerator pedal so that the clevis pin sort of drops down as low as possible. Then I can get my hand through the gap in the side of the pedal box that way, and then slowly pull, once I've actually attached it, slowly pull it through, obviously with the weight still on there, so that it just gives enough room for the clevis pin to turn round and point in the right direction, and then slowly ease it through. And eventually, when you put enough tension on the cable, it will push this off the accelerator pedal, and I could attach it on the carburetor end there. So I'm going to try and start the car again now and see if it's running a bit better. Oh, let's have a little bit of choke. Yeah, I mean, it's not over revving, so that's a good sign so far. I'll leave it to 30 seconds just to pick up a little bit. It's a good sign. Let's have a look. Bit of throttle, see if the throttle is working. Yes. Very well without the choke. And out of the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So now I'm operating it with the throttle pedal, and it's not over revving, so there's not too much tension in the cable. That's good. Pleased with that. So it's the big day, the moment of truth. I'm going to try and start the car and see if it'll actually move. Yeah, it's been sat there for 2 years now and on the driveway, not being able to move under its own steam. So I finished all the jobs with the clutch, screwed it all back together, and put the seat in yesterday at lunchtime, and now I'm going to go out there and see if it'll actually, in baby steps, see if it will actually move under its own power. Let's see how we get on. Yeah, so I'm going to take it easy here. I think we'll just do baby steps to start with. Let's see if it'll... Oops. At least the windscreen wiper works. Yeah, bit of choke. One thing I'm finding with an XL is that it must have been designed for people with small feet, because my feet are sort of stumbling over each other trying to reach the pedals. And yeah, but anyway, let's see how I get on. Let's give it a bit of choke, start her up. Reluctant this morning. Chokes in, but yeah. So I think I'll just start with purely with baby steps. See if it'll go forward a little bit. Well, see if we can get it in gear first. It will go in gear. I think, yeah, let me just warm it up a little bit first, because it's have movement. Right, it goes forward for sure. Doesn't stop very well. The brakes need, I think, a little bit more checking. And we've just got stalled. Sounded like the power steering belt was squealing a little bit there. Maybe see if we'll go into reverse first. See if we get movements back way. Yeah, we can do. That's alright. I'm pleased about that. So I might just take it to the end of the street there. Oops. Yeah. One mistake I did make with this car was I put in some lead replacement in the fuel, which was a mistake because I phoned up Mike at Lotus bits, and since I did that, it hasn't actually been running all that great. I wonder if there is enough fuel in there now. Let's just give it a little bit more show. Let's see. Doesn't seem to be running particularly well right now. Let me check the fuel again. Come back to you. Yeah, the temporary solution I've got for the fuel pump had come loose, so that's the reason why it wasn't running particularly well. Better now. Let's see, I think I'll go to the end of the street there. Let's see. Let's see how we get along. Oh, don't like that. I don't know what happened there. Clutch judder, I think. But it does move. Running quite well actually. This is actually a private road as well, believe it or not, so I'm actually legally allowed to do this. But anyway, let's have a look. The brakes are not impressing me. It seems to be a bit spongy. Yeah, so finally fulfilled. Oops, there it is. Finally fulfilled the 30-year ambition of driving a Lotus XL. There you go. And it actually feels quite nice. I'm actually reasonably impressed with it. It's a nice driving position. Yeah, those brakes are worrying me. I need to have a look at those. Yeah, that's not stopping very well at all. But, But anyway, satisfied with that. Got to the end of the street and back, and it's still in one piece. As I say, the brake pedal is, yeah, it's not impressing me, and there's obviously a little bit of an issue with the belt squeaking a little bit with this steering, and obviously all the major issues I've got with the electrics and all that still to do. But progress, slow but sure, it's progress, and I'm very pleased. My birthday today as well. So until the next episode.